Today we're going to show you how to make these really simple boxy bags.
I'm going to do two different bags with two different fillings. One is fusible batting that I've just fused onto a piece of fabric that I had painted as a demonstration piece. And I've taken a little strip and folded it over and made this handle. Okay, so the first thing you do, fuse it down, zigzag around it, or in the case of this one, I've used my serger, either one. So you've got a finished edge. Take a zipper. Everybody has zippers sitting around. And this bag is fused to a product called Deco Bond. This is also a fusible, but it's stiffer. And I had painted this little silk painting just because. And so I fused it and then stitched around it to hold it all together. Done the same thing, added the handle.
Let's look at the stitching.
Yeah.
Okay, you used a serger on this, and then you did the zigzag on the other.
Yes, so
fabric.
that if you don't have a serger, but
You
you've
could
got
just do
finished
zigzag.
edges.
Okay.
And you take the side that you measured your zipper to and fold it down 1/2 inch on each side. So you've got a rectangle, folded 1/2 inch on each side.
And then did you iron it?
And I ironed it down
Okay.
so that it'll hold while I stitch it. On this bag, I discovered my zipper was a little bit longer than my bag, so I did what's called a bar tack. It's just a zigzag stitch back and forth across the zipper. And I'm going to cut off that metal piece,
Oh, okay.
and the zipper will not go beyond that. Going to change to my zipper foot. I've got my folded edge right up next to my zipper. I'm going to sew down here, put my needle down, open the zipper so that I can get past that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Then I'm going to put my needle down and zip it back up again.
Oh, so past it. Got it.
Once I'm past it. I'm going to keep going to the end. And we'll do the same thing, but I've got to fold it kind of a tricky little way to get the other side on. I'm kind of folding it into a tube, and we're going to start right up at the top where it was before. Can you see that? Right there.
The other side of the zipper.
Okay. And I'm going to get it started, and then I'm going to open the zipper up so I can open it up.
Okay.
This is the little tricky part. Okay.
Make sure then you move the needle to the other side.
Or you may have a zipper foot that you have to move the zipper foot.
Okay, just make sure the needle's on the proper side.
Yeah. Pin it together so I can get the other side. Okay. Now we're going to sew this side. Little back stitch.
Make sure you unzip your zipper so you could sew the whole other side.
Yeah, so we can sew it all the way down here. Almost to the end. And I've got to flip it around.
And so she's did a little back stitch and she's taken it off so she could finish the very end of the zipper. And you're going to zip the zipper shut, right?
Yes, I'm going to zip the zipper shut now. And then get back inside here. Whoops, I got to have it open a little bit more for a little longer. It's got to be a little bit more open for a little bit longer. Pick up where I left off.
Finishing off that last part of the
And
zipper.
watch that you're not sewing the other part, but you're just sewing in a hole for just a few inches here.
And then when you get to the end, almost the end, you got to zip the zipper back up so you
So-
can get past it.
Yeah.
And then a back stitch at the end.
Okay. Then we're going to turn it inside out.
Then
And
turn it
with this
inside out.
stiff stuff, it's a little bit tricky, but not too bad. I have folded this in half, made a little snip, and just basted the handle to hold on there. We're going to turn it inside out. There's where the snip is. There's where my handle is sewn. And here at the top, we're going to sew it across, match it together. Oh, I got to change to the other foot again. Readjust my needle.
Regular foot, readjust the needle to the center.
This is where the zipper, at the top of the zipper, right there. And we're going to fold it this way at the top of the zipper. Back stitch. Get it started here. Give it about a half inch. Well, mine doesn't look like quite a half inch, but it'll do. Now, when we get to this handle, we're going to go and then we're going to back stitch across it so that it's nice and secure. Okay. Stitch forward, backward. Oh, and here's that place where I had to cut off my zipper. Now, we're going to cut off the corners. And up here, again, we'll cut off this corner. We'll leave the corner there. Up where the zipper is. Turn it right side out.
Poke the corners pointy with like a rounded paintbrush.
Yeah, I'm just using the end of a paintbrush. There. And one corner here. And
Oh, it's
ta-da!
so cute. That hardly took any time at all. And so you could do store-bought fabric, you could paint your fabric.
Yes, whatever fabric you want.
But using that stiffer,
Okay.
fusible stuff is what makes it hold its shape a little better.
So this one is stiffer, and it's a very boxy little thing. You can make them any size. This one I just had a smaller piece. You can place your handle wherever.
And then when you make this quilted one,
It'll be soft.
it's going to
like
be
this.
soft like this. Not so stiff.
But
And you make the quilted one the same exact way, right?
exactly the same way.
So cute and boxy. And here's the one that she just finished that had the fusible quilt batting.